What's up guys, the 40th anniversary panel just happened, and in case anyone missed it and wants to check it out, it was live streamed on the official Star Wars YouTube channel, and if you were one of those people who missed it, I'll drop a link to that in the description. Warwick Davis was the host, and he got the panel started by showing a little montage of 40 years of Star Wars, and if I'm being honest, when Carrie Fisher came on screen, I got a little misty-eyed. After the montage, Warwick Davis announced Kathleen Kennedy, who then announced George Lucas, and the place went bonkers. George talked about how the original Star Wars movie was intended for 12-year-olds, and it was really meant to teach a new generation life lessons. Dave Filoni was brought out next to talk about his work with the Clone Wars. He and George talked about the opportunity that they had to tell stories every week through the Clone Wars, and how it was an opportunity to try something new and to do it with a TV budget where the risk of screwing up wasn't as large. After Dave Filoni exited, they had a message from Liam Neeson where he briefly talked about how thankful he was to have played Qui-Gon Jinn in The Phantom Menace, and he also joked about how he was on location making a movie where Jar Jar turned to the dark side. After that, I about went nuts when they announced Hayden and Ian to the stage. Hayden's first words on the panel were, "It's really good to see you guys," and immediately after that, a fan screamed, "I loved you, Hayden." I was going crazy where I am, just, clapping at the TV, clapping at the live stream, just going nuts. Ian then talked about one of his favorite scenes, and it came from Revenge of the Sith where Palpatine and Anakin were talking at the opera. Warwick then asked Hayden how intimidated he was to work with Ian. He was very humble with his response and talked about how Ian took him under his wing, and talked about how caring Ian was, and how he would sometimes get lost listening and watching Ian act that he forgot that he had to do that as well. They also asked Hayden about his stunt work at the end of Revenge of the Sith during the lightsaber battle with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Hayden told everyone that he had a really difficult time trying to break the habit of making the lightsaber sound effects while they were shooting. After Ian and Hayden left the stage, they showed a video from Samuel L. Jackson where he said how much of an honor and a privilege it was to be involved in Star Wars, and then he said his character didn't die and he is wanting to be involved in a new Star Wars movie, and he said all Kathy have to do is say the word. And then when he said that, my jaw just dropped. After Sam's message, they brought Peter Mayhew, Billy D. Williams, and Anthony Daniels up on stage. Anthony Daniels shared stories about filming Return of the Jedi, and how after he would say his lines, George would make R2's sound effects right behind him. Peter was asked about what was similar between him and Chewbacca, and he joked about them being the same height. Billy D. was asked what it was like to join an established cast, and he said everyone was great and it was an incredible experience. He said that when he got to work with George Lucas, it was like going straight to heaven. Warwick then introduced Mark Hamill, and Mark just always seems to be having a great time. He's always in such high spirits, and he's always so humbled, and he thanked the fans for supporting him through all 40 of these years. Then another big surprise happens when they brought out Harrison Ford, and he probably got about 30 seconds of applause before he was even able to say anything. Warwick asked Harrison what an impact Star Wars has had on his life, and he thanked George for giving him his start in American Graffiti, and then after that movie, Harrison went back to doing his carpentry work, and then George picked him back up again to play Han. Harrison thanked George for allowing him to have a career, and then he thanked the fans. Harrison really seemed very genuine. They had a special tribute to Carrie Fisher where George and Kathleen were up on stage and were talking about how magnificent she was. They brought her daughter Billie Lourd out. She shared that Carrie never knew where Princess Leia ended and where Carrie Fisher began. The live stream had a little trouble here but came back just in time to make everyone cry again with a really touching 4-minute tribute to Carrie Fisher. After the tribute to Carrie ended, John Williams and his orchestra emerged on stage and they played Leia's theme live. And they really did a tremendous job. I highly recommend going to watch the live stream, if nothing else just to see the Carrie Fisher tribute. It was really fantastic. After they finished that, they played the Star Wars theme and the Imperial March, which was also incredible. After that, that's how they ended the panel, with an impromptu John Williams concert. There wasn't any mention of an Obi-Wan movie though. He was only mentioned once by Hayden when he was talking about the lightsaber sound effects. It's hard to believe that he didn't have a video like Liam or Sam did, especially because he is really proud of his role as Obi-Wan, which makes me think that they are saving some Obi-Wan announcement for later. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below. But that wraps things up for me in this video. I really recommend going to watch that panel. It was really great. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. I'll be covering the Star Wars Celebration. Thanks guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.